My name's Tana Dartlone, and I chose to do my informative speech on the psychology of psychopathy, which is serial killers, like things like that. The media takes a lot of creative license. It may be too much when it comes to portraying psychopaths, but in reality, they can pose a real danger to society. Most people imagine a psychopath as someone like what they see on TV or something like that, but in reality, they look just like me and you. I watch all of the crime dramas on TV too, Criminal Minds, CSI, all of this kind of stuff. And I've found out through my research that most of my preconceived notions about psychopaths are very false. Most of us will never come across one, but it's very difficult to know what to do or how to act in this situation because it's still very mysterious as to how they come to be, like as far as what happens in their minds. Today I'm going to shed light, or do my best to shed light, on how their minds work, how to recognize one, and how to act in a potentially dangerous situation with someone like this. As defined by the Mayo Clinic, psychopathy is a personality disorder where the person has no regard for right or wrong, and they may often violate the law and the rights of others as a result of this. They have little to no empathy, they lack inhibitions, and exhibit antisocial behavior. Psychopathic tendencies that may or may not develop into true psychopathy include a lack of empathy, guilt, conscience, or remorse, shallow experiences of feelings or emotions, impulsivity or a weak ability to defer gratification and control their behavior, superficial charm and sarcasticness, irresponsibility, and a failure to accept responsibility for their own actions, and a grandiose sense of their own worth. So they're very self-important. Many researchers believe that psychopaths behave the way they do because of abnormal brain activity patterns, specifically less activity in the amygdala, where fear is processed, and in the orbital frontal cortex, where decision-making happens. Both of these may play a very real part in the making of a murderer. Psychopaths look like you and I most of the time. And here's some rules, and just in case you find yourself in this kind of situation with dealing with one. Always, always, always trust your instincts, rather than accepting the role that they might have put themselves in, like the role of an educator, a doctor, anything like that. Always go with your instincts if you feel uneasy in any type of situation. You should suspect flattery. Manipulation and control are two things that psychopaths are after, and they will recognize when a person is vulnerable and take full advantage of it. Avoid them and refuse any kind of contact. It should go without saying, but sometimes it's too late when you realize that you've become involved with someone like this, and you need to do everything you can to get out of any kind of situation that involves them. In conclusion, psychopaths make around 1% of the population, so the odds of you crossing paths with one are very, very slim. But knowing how to recognize one and knowing what to do will keep you and your loved ones safe. All right. Thanks, y'all.